And we're live. What's up, guys? Pork and beans. It's your boy
Going on,
Bransky.
everybody?
How you doing?
Going on, everybody?
Uh, let me make sure.
The right feet.
Feed. Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. New Year.
Yep.
2020's over. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Even though I'm not really enjoying it right now.
Yeah, it was rough news yesterday. Boy Doom. Uh,
So,
go ahead.
oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying so.
Yeah. So, if anybody's watching doesn't know of the hip hop or rap community, um, a very famous, well-known underground lyricist, MF Doom, was recently announced dead yesterday from October 31st. And for myself, it completely destroyed my New Year's Eve day. Like I tried really hard to enjoy it. I really hard, but in the back of my mind, I just kept thinking I'm gonna start the rest of my life without any new MF Doom content. This sucks.
Yeah. And yeah, I was super excited for him to like keep making music. He was starting to make music with um Flying Lotus. I think he did a track for GTA 5. Super cool. Love Flying
Lunch
Lotus.
break.
It's called Lunch Break. Um, and there's a couple other artists he was starting to work with as well. You know, life goes on. What are you gonna do? But super sad, man. He was super amazing influence.
Definitely.
Chad, Chad
Yeah,
is
I
like, y'all think, y'all think Corona got him?
no, well, I don't know, man. Like maybe something got him. I think I heard at one point that he had health issues, and that was one of the reasons why he didn't do a lot of tours.
Yeah,
And then he would do the Doom bots was because there was a thing going around that he had health issues. I'm not sure the accuracy on that. There was always rumors and things going on with him.
yeah.
And it sucks because I first heard MF Doom on Gorilla's Demon Days when that came out in like
November has come.
2005.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
I never knew it
Yep.
either. Chad says the cause of death was not listed. I'm thinking done on purpose. Yeah, well, I'm sure there's a million
Doom killed himself or
well, I mean, there's probably a million
oh,
conspiracies, you know. I think I'm not sure what Chad's trying to say, but could be a million things.
yeah.
Could been. I mean, his son just died as well. They didn't list the death of his son either. His son's name was Malachi,
Micaiah Malachi.
and
Yeah.
he died when he was 14. And I mean, coming from a dad, I can imagine how depressing that is. You know, life changing it is. So I don't know if that could have played into the scene too, but
When did his son die?
let me check. Really sure.
He was really surrounded by death because I know his brother died in the 80s or the 90s. His younger brother died right when they were gonna drop their first. album,
Yeah.
and his brother got hit by a car, and then the record company decided they didn't want to produce his album because they didn't like a lot of the artwork on it and stuff like that. It was something stupid. And he lost a lot of money. He lost all of his money and he became homeless and he was depressed because his brother was dead and his album was, not produced and then he was homeless. So that's when he came back in the 90s with the mask on because this whole thing was being a villain, the rap and music industry kind of screwed him in the beginning. So he wanted to be a villain and be sort of anti musical entertainment.
Yeah, and I was watching an interview with, or he was just talking to somebody, I think, but he was saying he wears the mask because he doesn't want people to see the face of what he is. He wanted to get his music out there, you know. He wanted his music to be shown rather than
Yeah.
his persona. But then he made, I mean, it made
He's,
a persona, you know, like
it became his persona.
yeah, exactly, which is amazing. I
It's
think that's super
ironic.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real shame, man. I feel like the rap and hip hop community took a real big blow. And there is underground rappers still that are still rapping and busting rhymes and stuff. But there's not gonna ever be another Doom. And
Yeah,
yeah, I've been listening to his music off and on throughout today and reading his lyrics and like his lyrics are just so fucking out there. I mean, even just trying to read them without keeping up with the rhythm of the song, dude,
yeah,
they're just so fucking out there. I mean, he makes up words and he uses them to rhyme with other words. It's just, and I know it's a technique a lot of other rappers do, but I don't think they do it as colorfully as MF Doom did it.
yeah. That's what he was known for, man. It was lyrics. Son died on December 18th, 2017. So it's been a
Oh,
bit.
is it just a couple years ago? That's still hard. I didn't know his son died. What happened to him?
It doesn't say the cause of death. They wanted to keep family. You know?
Hmm. I think that's the same with Doom. I think that's why they haven't said the cause of death for him is, like I was telling David, one of the things I've learned about Doom over the years is he was a very, very quiet celebrity. He wasn't about going on TV and flashing this and flashing that. He has like maybe two or three interviews out there floating around, you know. So them keeping it private and personal about how he died and when he died, that just seems doom because he just wasn't the type that would come out and say, "Oh, I OD'd," or "Oh, I got shot."
Yeah, yeah. No, it totally makes sense, man. I think I mean, in my opinion, I mean, you can say it's a conspiracy theory, whatever, but like, there's a lot of celebrities that have died recently that are
Well,
a million conspiracies.
my question is what is the conspiracy? Okay, so let's say it is a conspiracy theory that
Hmm.
that he's really not dead and that it's all a sham. Okay, what is the end game for this sham? What is the conspiracy behind it? People are saying that he knew something about Biden and he knew something about Biden and that got him killed,
Yeah,
or
that's
it was a
exactly the one that I was seeing.
that's that's the one.
That's the one that I was seeing. Yeah.
I don't I don't know, man. That sounds a little far-fetched for me. The dude hung out with people like Thundercat and Flying Lotus. Why the hell would he be hanging out with Biden family? You know?
Well, it's
I mean,
like
let's be real. He hung out with Tyler the Creator, not Hunter Biden.
he went to Rapper Island. Chad says chilling with Tupac and Biggie. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Nujabes, you know what I'm saying? Making beats.
Jay Dilla.
Yeah,
Jay Dilla, man.
Jay Dilla. That I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, when you look into it, yeah, obviously you can say that oh, he might have known something. He's a celebrity, has power, blah blah blah. He might have known something that we don't. But why aren't they killing the people that are saying it online? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a million
Like,
people talking about Biden and the deep government, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people talking about that stuff now, and it's like in adrenochrome, whatever. Why wouldn't they kill those people if they know
well, like,
exactly what they know? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Well, like going back to the conspiracy and the Doom being a private person, I always got the sense that Doom was the type of person that um the only way you could actually meet Doom was if Doom wanted you to meet him. You know, like Daft Punk. You can't actually find Daft Punk. I mean, sure, you could probably get in touch with an agent somewhere that'll help you get in touch with them somehow. But it's hard. You're not going to walk down the street and go, "Oh, hey, look at it, Daft Punk. I saw you guys." And I think Doom was kind of the same way. You know,
Yeah,
I think he was the type of guy that when he put on his mask and he became Doom, he was Doom. And then when he was done, he took off the mask and became, you know,
Malay. Yeah,
Daniel and just went with that. So that's why I don't necessarily agree with the conspiracies because he yes, he was a celebrity that knew powerful high people, but at the same time I don't know if he knew those kind of people. I don't know if he knew anyone politically.
yeah. I mean, and even if he did, if he knew whatever it is about whatever, then why just him? You know, why just Doom? Like,
Yeah, like he wasn't about government stuff,
yeah, what is Doom gonna
you
do?
know.
Oh wow, he's gonna overthrow the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing he's gonna do. So, it's conspiracy theory. It's just people. I think that what the problem is the internet. You know, it's full of these conspiracy theories, and people just write these things for people to look at what they are writing. You know, it's nothing more than that.
Mm.
And it's like, hey, pay attention to me. Like, oh, the world's gonna end. Like, watch my TikToks. You know what I'm saying? Find out on the next TikTok if the world ends. You know, it's stupid.
Well,
Um,
maybe it's just
that
a
chat
lot of
says,
people
sorry, chat says he found Kid Island, so they had to nick him. Yeah,
found what island?
Kid Island, like the Adrenochrome Island.
Yeah,
I mean, Trump did
yeah,
too. He went there, and they didn't do anything to him. So he's the president.
yeah.
So I
The
don't know.
Clintons, the Clintons went. They're okay.
I mean, you could say that they have power and stuff, so they wouldn't get killed. But I mean, I don't know. It's conspiracy
I,
theories are so
but
dumb.
that's exactly what I'm saying though. Is Doom was a celebrity, but he wasn't an A-list celebrity. And I don't think he hung out with those types of celebrities. I really don't. I don't think he hung out with actors. I don't think he hung out with movie stars. I don't think he hung out with politicians. I think he only hung out with rappers, uh, DJs, maybe some skateboarders, maybe some artists here and there. I don't think he hung out with a lot of, those A-list celebrities. I know there was a time where Kanye West was trying to get a hold of Doom and he couldn't get a hold of him. And that's because Doom just didn't give a shit. And
Yeah.
that's kind of how Doom's been.
Chad says Trump owns the island, and the Clintons hang out there daily. You were a skateboarder. Yeah, yeah. I actually saw a video of him meeting Tyler the Creator and Girl Sweatshirt, I think. Um,
Hmm.
and they were like fanboying like crazy, dude. It was super cool. So I mean, if they don't know him, yeah, it's like, well, who would know him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he knows very many people.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it was a very personal,
not
private person.
yeah, not in that way, but yeah, and I'm sure like his son dying like really pushed him. I don't know. I don't know the guy, so just theorizing here, but probably pushed him to be even more private.
I wish I did. I
David,
wish I got a chance to meet him.
David says, "Did he drink blood of children with Oprah?" You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Oprah does some weird shit. I don't know.
When I first heard about that conspiracy theory, I heard it like 9 years ago with a couple dudes who were building Gundams or something. And he was talking about this secret cult
Mm-hmm.
that harvests children's and drinks their blood and eats them and stuff. And I thought it was just fucking crazy. And fast forward to 2020,
Yeah, like
here people are talking about
that
it.
was like
There's
all over
a
TikTok, and
a
when I was
pedophile island. It's
yeah,
like, what the fuck, dude? I was told about this 9 years ago, and I thought the dude just did a lot of smack. What what the fuck's going on?
that was the David says
You're
apparently
good.
everyone thinks celebrities drink the blood of kids to stay looking young. I mean, they also have a lot of money, It's like they just get
Yeah, it's
surgery.
amazing what you can do with money.
But I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them drinking some kind of cocktail. You know what I'm saying? You never know. We don't have that kind of money, so who knows? But
Wasn't
they were
there a
saying,
South Park episode where they were drinking the spinal fluids
yeah, I think so.
of fetuses? See, it's been a thing for a while. This is nothing new. I mean,
No,
hell, South Park has an episode.
yeah, they know everything. Come on. What I was reading to yesterday, and I mean, this kind of sucks, and I don't want anybody to think that I think this, but um, they were saying like Doom was a pedophile, and that's
Oh
why.
no,
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, come on, guys, like,
no,
what are
no,
you
no.
thinking?
You know what? You know what? A lot of people who don't, because Doom was very well known, but he was also very underground still. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of people might have seen The Mask and seen him and known that he's a rapper, but not actually listened to him. And he was none of that. Like all these people are chirping in, saying, "Oh, he's a rapper this and rapper that," and like they have all these wild cons- conspiracy theories, and it's like, you guys don't even know Doom at all. Like these are so fucking far fetched, man. Like from the dude and how he talked and shit, man.
David says
He
celebrities
was,
are apparently using code words on Twitter to try to find their blood fix. Yeah, I know. I heard about that with Tom Hanks. It was also what's her name? Lesbian chick. Anyways, her and just a bunch of other people. Oh, Madonna.
yeah, those A-list celebrities.
I need to. David says like I need to find these type of flowers. Elon. Yeah. Who knows, man?
Well,
Oh, Ellen. Yes,
I
yes,
I
yes. Ellen DeGeneres.
I
That's what I was
believe
thinking.
I believe that stuff's real, but I know for a fact Doom wasn't involved with any of that.
I really don't think. I mean,
Yeah,
it's and it sucks that nowadays like because of these conspiracy theories in the internet, it's like people are like so hell bent on like, oh yes, that's what it was. Oh, this he was definitely a pedophile. Like, how do you fucking know, man? And you're like just shitting on these people, and like just saying that who's a
yeah.
pedophile. Like, why? How would you like it if somebody did that to you? It's like Jesus Christ. Think about what you're saying,
Dude,
man.
there's so many pedophiles nowadays.
There is.
Like remember back in the old days, there was only like a few pedophiles every now and then. Just don't go on that side of the street. The guy the guy is a diddler. You can't go over there.
Yeah, it'd be
But nowadays,
diddling you.
but nowadays, dude, they're everywhere, man.
I mean,
Everywhere. They're fucking multiplying. What the hell's going
I
on?
think, well, I think they have been everywhere. It's, just like
No,
some
it
some
hasn't been open the open.
yeah, like some dudes just like little kids, like. But nowadays we have a better
Fucking
system to like
sickos.
track them and stuff, and be able to like catch them. So
We need to, I think as a society, we need to figure out the root of this. What is creating these pedophiles? We can take them and lock them up, but that's not going to solve the problem because they keep coming back.
yeah,
So what can we do and what can we look at psychology wise to fix these people? Like
well,
to fix them.
I think it's like anything else. It's something that's in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And I mean it too. It's
Yeah.
you don't know what people really think when you're not around them. Like you don't know what people are thinking even when they're around you. So it's like anybody could be a pedophile. Anybody could like anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's scary.
sexual desires are very powerful things.
Rampant.
Yeah, and they're powerful, and they will take over your life if you're not careful and think about what you're doing. And I mean, people that are celebrities have leaks and stuff, so they're in the main
Yeah.
spotlight.
There's probably so much shit that's not even in a conspiracy theory yet, but there's probably so much shit out there that people don't know about.
Yeah,
Like with all that money these people make, they could have like a farm just for children. It's fucking gross. What's up?
oh, I'm just reading. I was just reading why are people pedophiles.
Well, I think from uh what's the word I'm looking for? From what I've heard, uh there's like a a duality sense between it. Like people have like a sort of desire, like let's go back to Michael Jackson. Like regardless of what Michael Jackson did and what he didn't do, he has a lot of really bad allegations against him. And I'm not sure if you've ever watched the documentary, the Neverland one that came out a couple years ago or a year ago. I think it was on Hulu or something. But a lot of the stuff they talk about was pretty heavy stuff. And again, I'm not saying he was or he wasn't, but there was definitely some weird kinship that he was seeking some sort of bond, whether it be a physical or an emotional, but there was definitely a desire. And I think that's how it is with a lot of these people too, is it starts off as either a desire, maybe just being emotional, you know?
Yeah,
Like the theory is that Michael Jackson's childhood was fucked up, so he didn't get to relive the childhood he wanted to have. So that's what happened to him in theory. In theory, um, and that could be the same for a lot of people. Maybe they just have this traumatic experience, and it just changes them. I mean, that is what we call parenting, right?
yeah. No, it makes sense for sure. Like that's what I was saying here. It's like I mean, it's not saying exactly what you're saying, but it's saying they might have been abused as a kid, and then they're trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, I just disappeared. Oh, there we go. They're trying to, maybe live out that kind of abuse on somebody else. Sucks. Also says that their brains are wired differently to find your face is attractive. Which is weird.
But going to that, okay, so their brains are wired differently. What happened to make their brains get wired that way?
Yeah. Yeah,
They
is it
can't
from
just be
birth?
born.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
well, I mean,
you know.
you could argue it's like somebody being gay or changing their lifestyle depending on how they live their life, right? So you could say, oh, their brain was wired that way from the experiences that happened to them, right?
Hmm.
Um, I'm not
So
trying to say
their brains
being gay
like
is being a pedophile or anything. Don't take me wrong there.
yeah,
It's,
no connections at
yeah,
all. Okay, so you're saying that how someone who can be born a homosexual, it's kind of the same concept as someone could be born a pedophile.
yeah,
Huh,
yeah, and
that's a thought.
maybe they are just wired that way once they're born, which
Hmm.
is I don't know. You can't say my brain's wired a certain way, I guess. So
I still think that there is a lot of programming from between birth and everything that helps
yeah,
dictate a lot of that.
and it could
I
be
don't know.
too like media and there could be a lot of things that push a person to that
Yeah,
extent. Who knows? Who knows?
started talking about Doom and now we're talking about pedophiles.
Yeah, no. Alright, back to Doom. You know what I'm saying?
Back to
We'll talk
Doom.
about some of his greatest albums. How about that? I think, in my opinion, Food was one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. When I heard that, like the entirety of the album too, it's like it's such a perfect transition to every song, and like the whole album you could just listen to it over and over, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Um, and there's some of his older stuff that I mean it's kind of like random and stuff, but when he hit that album, I feel like he really brought himself together and brought his persona together with Doom, and really made his name and what
Like he
he's
knew
known
what he
for now.
wanted to do.
Yeah, I think that's when he really like found himself. I mean, I'm sure he found himself before that, but I think that's what Doom was to everyone. There's some
Yeah.
songs that are really weird, honestly. Like, he's done some weird shit.
I
But
love rap snitches off that album. Rap snitches, telling all your business.
sit in the court and be your own star witness. Yeah, no, it's a good one. Or Deep Fried Friends. That's a good one too.
That's a
Friends.
great one.
Um,
I love how the theme of that album is all food based. Like, even with the little interludes they have between tracks, they have that interlude with the old man going, "Oh, I'm so hungry,"
yeah,
and then they're
I love that.
talking about
Like talking about
he's
eating
talking,
beets and shit, like in the
yeah.
jungle or whatever forest.
He's talking about being and I'm an old man, but that's why I got a lot of strength.
Yeah,
'Cause I ate all this good
good
food.
food.
I loved it, dude, when I first heard that, because keep in mind I've always liked rap and hip hop, but I've always liked it like, how do I explain it? It's always been a love-hate relationship with rap and hip hop for me. I'm not a big fan of your big, on screen MTV, Eminem this or Drake that or Kanye. I never cared for a lot of the mainstream stuff. I was always more underground.
Yeah,
And when I first realized I've been listening to Doom for a long time, like I love the whole facade of his work, dude. The whole comic book stuff is amazing. He
yeah.
mixed rap and comic books so perfectly.
I think that's really what got me super excited for it. It was like super nostalgic and like so well put together, and like it felt like he was the cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like he was
Exactly.
Doom. And it was
Yeah.
super cool. Like here's a here's this.
See,
But
my favorite album was the Mad Villain album.
yeah, that
I
one was
l-
sick.
I love that album, man. Like Accordion is was probably one of my top favorite songs of his. And like just because when Accordion first came out, I was working at IBM and I was working third shift. And that whole video for that song is shot in like the same type of building IBM was like, where like it's a quiet, lonely building, but there's just a bright light in the hallway and it's just white walls, white floors, a couple doors here and there, and it's just a lonely ass long white corridor. And that's what the whole album was him just standing there rapping that whole song. And it's for me that was really nostalgic, because
Hmm.
it's late at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just standing in this empty hallway, bright ass fluorescent lights on. And, I could sort of connect to him with that album or not that album, that song, because it was kind of a sad song. Like he had the accordion that,
Yeah,
and it just, I felt it. I generally felt the feeling and emotion he was trying to get out of that song.
yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Like the first lyrics in it, living off borrowed time, the clock ticks faster. That'd be the hour
That'll
they
be the
knock
hour they knocked the
slick
slick
blaster.
blaster.
It's like,
Did
damn,
Dastly with
Muttley
Muttley and
with
sick
sick laughter.
laughter.
Yeah.
Which, I had no idea what that was, but then it was the dog from that old cartoon show
Hmm.
that had such the wheezy laugh. He was always having a wheezy laugh. But it's like that is so cool, dude. Where the hell did he pull this out of? How the hell do you rap about a a sick blaster,
Dude,
slick blaster?
yeah, like the way he, like, even pussycats, like why hoes need Kotex, like, you know what I'm saying? Exercise index won't need Bowflex. Like, that's crazy,
Don't
dog.
need don't need no Bowflex.
Oh man.
Y'all need no Bowflex.
And
Oh, dude.
won't take the one with no skinny legs like Joe Tex. Thick, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like
Yeah.
masterful. Like, I mean, I've heard people that don't like Doom, and I'm like, I get it, I guess. Like, people don't like lyricism, a lot. There's like flows and shit. But the way his lyricism flows, even though
Oh,
it's so articulate and shit, it's like,
it's complex. Yeah. Like he would describe something simple, but he
yeah,
would describe it in such a way that it's like you have to read it back a few times to like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
yeah,
What the fuck's a slick blaster? Who the hell's Muttley? Why does he have a sick laughter?
yeah.
What
Chad
the
says
hell's going?
people people who don't like MF Doom don't like themselves. Yeah, well, really true.
Uh, Another song I liked was off that album is Fancy Clowns. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
he's rapping about a girlfriend cheating on him.
Oh yeah,
And
that.
there's one lyric he goes, um, oh fuck, there's not enough room in this fucking town. When you see Tinned Head, tell him be ducking down.
Yeah.
I
Like, damn.
love that. Oh man. And I guess what it is regardless of if you like rap or not, if you like hip hop or not, you can't deny the fact that the dude was a poet. He knew how to rhyme words. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
easy being a poet. I took writing in college and it sucks. Poetry's a pain in the ass.
It's like this right here, like, but have it your way, raw, no foreplay. That's you if you don't want a dude who wear a mask all day. And just to think I used to be proud of you. Had some real good power. That yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, yeah, when you
It's
can really become amazing at that kind of art, you know. It's like when somebody, like for me, it's like when somebody cooks something amazing, it's like the way they cook it, and it has to do with what you've learned and how you learned it, and the things that you've
Yeah,
been through in your life, and bringing it all to words, you know. Like I wish I could do that. It's so amazing. Just bringing it all
I
to
know.
words, like, and making somebody feel something through that. It's super cool.
Yeah, yeah. No, he has such a comic style, and with words, like he'll explain something in such a comic fashion with such complexity. It was just baffling. I'm not sure what he did, how he would do it. You know, if he was
Yeah.
maybe smoking some good ganja, maybe
Oh
some
yeah.
DMT. I don't know what it
I'm sure
was, dude.
he was smoking weed all the time.
It was something good because he was just pulling out those words, man. It's just colorful, real talent, real loss, man. This sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. But you know, he'll live on forever in his rhymes. Super cool. You know? Like when I listen to him, that's what's really crazy. It's like you listen to him and he sounds invincible. You know, it sounds like
Yeah.
he would never die. He would never get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I mean, it's just an illusion, obviously, of how we
Well,
see celebrities and stuff. But
he was the type
mm,
of rapper who would like to rap with different sounds and different songs, and then he would like to resample and do it again with different sounds and different, instrumentals.
yeah,
So I would not be surprised if, even though he's gone, that we're still going to hear random Doom tracks
oh
pop
yeah,
up out of nowhere.
yeah, we're gonna have a million. I want to
Yeah,
do
like there's
I want to do a like a tribute to him, like some tracks and stuff.
Flying Lotus was doing that last night
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Chad says, yeah, him and Stan smoking that ganja in heaven now. True.
Yeah, and Jay Dilla.
Jay Dilla. Crazy dog.
Yeah,
Peace.
it's weird, dude. When Robin Williams died, it like fucking broke my heart, and I think this is like on the same level.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows you your real mortality, you know. But
No, dude, he was young. 49 is young.
yeah, I mean, he was really overweight too. Like, I think that had something to do with it for a while. He
Mm,
was. I don't know if what. I mean, yeah, maybe he was overweight and got COVID or whatever. I don't know. Something could have happened.
yeah.
Whatever it is, you know. Hope he died peacefully. You know.
I'm glad that at least we got to experience MF Doom.
Yeah.
His music's gonna be on, and people will continue to find him and get into him, from his years worth of back catalog. But I am glad that I at least got to spend a portion of my life listening to MF Doom. I gotta watch new records come out. I get oh shit, this is a new MF Doom track, or oh fuck, Doom's colliding with fucking Fly Lotus.
Yeah.
I'm
I
glad I
know.
got to experience that. Ever since I saw him in the Gorillas till, now.
Yeah. It's super cool to be a part of that history. It's like shaped my life so much. I think about it. Like parts of my life I remember. I was telling my friends this last night. Parts of my life I remember from Doom songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to Doom at that point, and I remember
I
it because of that. You know?
accordion, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
exactly what accordion is to me. No, dude, I know what you mean.
Super cool, man. I just like I can picture it in my head like it's perfectly happening right now. You know, it's driving in California, just listening to the song. You know, I'm just like loving life. I
Yeah.
just loved life at that point. I just like this is perfect. I wish, and I'm sure he does know this, but or he did know it. But you know, I wish I could just tell him that's how it made me feel. You know, that's super cool to be able to experience that in short life we live.
Yeah,
Super cool.
I think uh, I think years from now, I'll still be bumping MF Doom, man.
Oh yeah, he's forever gonna be on my playlist, man. Every Christmas I listen to the Cookin' Soul and MF Doom, man. That is a beautiful thing. It's so
I love
sick.
Cooking Soul too.
Yeah, he's a badass man. I think the spirit will live on also with people like that with Cooking Soul. He's gonna come up with another album with Doom on it. I can
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can see
no,
that coming
yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly. No, I'm pretty positive we're gonna still see Doom content
Yeah,
appear.
yeah.
It's gonna keep appearing because he has. I know he has the catalog. Like they have hard drives full of stuff they've never released to anybody, and it's out there. I promise you, it's out there.
Hmm. Yeah,
And that's that.
that's that.
And that's that.
Well, life goes on, and it just sucks that it had to be in 2020. When
It
I saw
was
that, I was just
literally
like, God damn, the
it
last
was
day.
literally unexpected. Like unexpected. Like I got a text saying MF Doom died, and it like I read the text, but I didn't like process it. And so I put my phone back down and continue on because I'm on my trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm continuing on, and I think of it. Wait, wait a minute. MF Doom died. What? And the first thing I did was jump online, and sure enough, there he is. The pictures of him and his jersey everywhere. I'm thinking, oh my God, no way, no fucking way. Like I wasn't. And like was saying earlier, man, it really put a fucking dent in my 2020 New Year's
Yeah, yeah.
celebration because could have been anybody, but it had to be like my favorite
I know,
rapper.
right? The Doom
Like what the
super
fuck,
villain.
man?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he actually died on Halloween. And I know David said that nobody was saying anything, but it's like, well, his wife didn't want to say anything till then. Like he was such a personal person.
Yeah,
They probably had a small funeral of a few friends and family. That was it.
yeah. What I don't blame him. Being famous is wouldn't want everybody to know that I died. Uh,
Yeah.
but like you said, I think it's part of the mystery of Doom too. Maybe he said that when don't tell everybody when I die. Like I wanted the mystery to be alive. I want people to remember me for that.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm tired.
Yes.
Anyway, I need to get over Doom.
Yeah, we will, man.
I need
His
need to let
music
it go.
his music's still alive. We'll keep listening to him, and beautiful things still.
You know what I love about his music is for me it was always so uplifting. It has such happy beats to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole Food album, dude. Every single beat off the Food album is just, you know, going, dude.
Perfection.
It's
I know
just
it's.
fucking vibing. There's nothing sad or droopy. And I think that would be another reason why they wouldn't announce his death right away because he wasn't he wasn't a sad type of person. He didn't like the whole sad shit.
Yeah.
He liked to just be real and just be cool and comically funny and like accordion at the end of verse of accordion he says he's got more cheese than Doritos, Fritos, or
Cheetos. You
Cheetos.
know what I'm saying?
You know, the guy wasn't into emotional shit. So I think that's partially why they didn't release his death or talk about it right away. I don't think he wants people to be sad and mourn his death. And I think another reason they decided to wait on the last day of 2020, because his wife Jasmine knew she was going to have to eventually tell everybody that he's dead. Eventually she's going to have to do it. If she doesn't do it now, she's going to have to do it in 2021. And everybody's going to remember MF Doom being one of the top rappers dying in 2021. That's what people are going to think of 2021. Oh, yeah, good year, guys. It's going to be a good year.
Yeah,
MF Doom just died. So I think she was saving it for the end of 2020 so we can start 2021 with the positive note
yeah,
because we already know he died,
yeah,
so I think that's one of the reasons why she decided not to say anything till now
yeah.
to sort of end 2020 with the rock that it already was and start 2021 with, hopes for a future.
Yeah. Beautiful
At
thing,
least I
man.
hope so.
Beautiful thing. Life. I wish I could only
Yeah.
be that amazing. Hopefully one day
Yeah, dude.
be known that widely and it's respected. Super cool.
Let's get that mask, dude.
And a
Like he
face
said,
paint.
man, he said it, dude. He said it himself. He goes, "The Doom isn't me. Doom is anybody who wears the mask."
Yeah.
Anybody, he
Can be
said
the
in the
villain.
interview, anybody can be the villain, dude. So you never know, man. And I think that's what keeps Doom alive is all of us have a little bit of the villain in us.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
guys, I think
that's that.
that's that. This was a little tribute to my boy Doom.
Oh,
Um, Pork and Beans. Hope you guys can join us next week. Hopefully next week on Friday, 9 o'clock Mountain Time. We'll have David back, hopefully, and we will be together again for the new year. Start the new year out right, and
damn straight.
get this podcast up and rolling for the new year. Thanks
Oh,
for watching, everybody. Chad says, "Remember, Jesus loves you forever." You're right, Chad. Thanks for watching,
and that's that.
and that's that. Peace, motherfuckers.